Well, it's been a while since I've been to the Battleship, so let's go take a look at the progress and see what they've done so far. The weather is beautiful today. It's nice and sunny, a little bit chilly, a lot of wind, but the drone is handling it well. She's looking good in the water, sitting level, no list. Make sure there's no lines I'm going to fly into here. Everything looks good. See if there's been any progress made on the deck. So if I zoom in right here, you can see where the gun emplacements will be placed back. Take a look further up the deck. Looks like some seagull poop on the guns. See if my microphone is on. Shows that it is. Okay. We'll just make a pass down the starboard deck and see if we can see any progress here. My first impression is it looks exactly like it did about a month ago when it was moved to the new berth. We do have one anti-aircraft gun that was left in place for whatever reason during the entire restoration progress. We'll take a close-in look at that. Oh, we got a better zoom than that. Hang on. Let's break out the big zoom. There's the big boy. Yeah, that gun has been there the entire time during this restoration progress. Let's continue on towards the bow. Scaffolding is still in place. I don't see any changes, no extra paint. The deck is a slightly lighter color, but it still looks like the original wood. Maybe they're just stripping the paint off. Let's go in and zoom in on the deck and see exactly what they're doing there. So I believe I've read that they're going to replace the entire deck with new, so I don't know why they'd be stripping the paint off. More anti-aircraft gun tubs that are empty. The guns will be reinstalled before the ship is completed. Let's go all the way to the bow. I don't see any workers on the battleship today, so we will probably do a fly over the top of the ship itself. I don't see any lines that are going to interfere with the drone. And this is almost about as far as I can go without losing visual sight of the drone. So I'm just going to go a little bit further and turn around, and we'll do a zoom up from the bow across the entire deck and see what we can see. It's got a peep light on the front. So a peep light is what they put on the front of towboats. So at nighttime, the person in the wheelhouse can see where the front of the barge is at. So I don't know why they have a peep light on the battleship, because it's not moving, and definitely not moving at night, and not under its own power. So that is odd. Alright. Actually, let's go down low first and take a look at the hole closer to the water line. She is pretty. All right, let's do some zoom in action. So this is a lot of lot of times why it appears I am much closer to the ship than I am is because of the amazing zoom camera on this drone. And a lot of times when it appears I'm flying over the ship, I'm actually not. I'm pretty far away, but I'm using the zoom. Now let's get some elevation. That's what drones are good at. Go take a look inside the crow's nest and the firing control tower up here towards the top of the ship. I don't want to get too close because there are some ropes hanging off and blowing in the wind, and that would not be good for the drone. That would make for a very expensive video. And you didn't see it on camera, but we just had a near miss with a seagull. Temporarily stop the recording. Alright, so let's go take a closer look. And we will also use the zoom when we get closer and see if we can see inside these windows. It would be funny if we saw somebody in there. Oh, I do see one worker, but I don't see anybody on the deck. And we are not over the deck anyway, so that's a non-issue. Alright, let's see what we can see. And let's break out the good zoom. That's pretty cool. I don't see anything through the windows. And back when the ship was moored at San Jacinto, the radar antenna that you're about to see when it comes into view would be rotating. The wind's kind of pushing me all over the place, but here comes the antenna. Yeah, there's the radar array. That antenna would be rotating 24 hours a day. Adjust the exposure a little bit. It's getting a little overexposed. Let's do a back away and take a picture of the ship at the dry dock. We are currently at 162 feet of elevation, and the wind is blowing about 25 miles per hour. Oh yes, the Battleship is looking very nice. I don't know if the chat's working, but if there's anything in particular you would like to view, type it in the chat and I will fly over there. Could you imagine the sailors back in the day seeing a drone fly around their ship? They would have no idea what to think. Such crazy changes in technology since the day this ship was built. We almost got over the deck, but we did not. We'll keep the Battleship Texas Foundation happy by not flying over the ship. And I'm going to make one more quick little pass, and then I'm going to end this live stream. This is something new, so I hope everybody enjoyed this kind of version of a video. I'm not the best public speaker, so it's kind of hard just to ramble on during the filming, but I'm doing the best that I can. And I'll get a view of Galveston as I pan around, so you can see where the ship is located relative to Galveston. As we pan to the left, the Galveston Strand will come into view. Then you have the big tower, I think is the Moody Plaza Tower. And let's get out of here. And let's see how fast we can go with the wind. I bet we'll get close to 50 miles per hour. And we're doing 42 miles per hour at the moment. As we pan up, you'll see more Gulf copper. At 50 miles per hour, we are leaving the Battleship Texas, and time to land. I hope everybody enjoyed.